This is the story of Room 13. Room 13 is in Caol Primary School, in Glenkingie Street, in Caol, in Fort William, in Lochaber, in Scotland, in Great Britain, in the world, in the universe, in space. These are the activities Room 13 done in 1 year. We walked to every space camp, we visited Genius of Rome exhibition, we visited exhibition of Botticelli drawings, we visited Tate Modern, we painted mural for Upper Akintor Primary School, we designed report book for British Mountaineering Council, we painted murals for the Nevis Centre, we organised public lecture for Peter Haining, we organised 13 Hands Crafts exhibition, we made our first ever TV documentary and you're watching it now. Room 13 is more like home to me, where you do lots of things and like a playground but not outside, it's inside. Began investing in the stock market, designed Christmas cards, visit from Harvey McGovern from TES, AGM, published catalogue for Post-Barbie exhibition. I like Cartoon Club too because it was like clothes and stuff that you can do. Well, it's like the art you get in classrooms isn't the same as the art we get here because the art we do doesn't really mean anything in the classrooms, but in Room 13 there's like a meaning behind every painting and you can just do what you want. This is our artist in residence, Mr. Fairley. He came here 10 years ago.
Room 13 is a studio in Caol Primary School, which is unusual in as much as it is completely run by the students who use it. In every way, they have complete control of how it's run, when it's run, and what happens in it.
Just sort of write it down your own shorthand, right? Hold on a sec. Can you just put your again? Sure. Is that everything? Director, assistant secretary, treasurer and chairperson? As managing director, I have to run meetings and organise them. I have to keep the room well stocked with paint, paintbrushes, etc. I have to keep the letters and emails up to date. And we have to sell Christmas cards, postcards, t-shirts, bags, and we do our own school photographs as well to raise money.
What makes it even more unusual than any other student operation is the fact that the students have the ability to leave Primary 7 and come here whenever they want. The one main rule is that you've got to keep your classwork up to date. And in 10 years of running Room 13, not once has anybody failed to keep their classwork up to date.
Two young girls called Tina Love and Jackie Cameron started Room 13 off by taking the school photographs.
These photographs were so good that the company that printed them wrote back and said that were we aware that they had proper professional facilities and we should perhaps use them. And one of the girls wrote back and said, do you know that we're only 9 years old? So they were both in Primary 6 at the time. And so that's when the whole thing started. So about 10 years ago. They occasionally managed to raise money to pay me. And slowly but surely, things have just grown since then.
And this is my painting called Rice River. I'm just going to the bank now to pay in 2 cheques. If there's any cheques to be paid into the bank, then I'll put that in.
To begin with, all the money raised in Room 13 was raised by doing the school photographs or buying and selling paintings, making Christmas cards.
Thanks. Get a pen book, please.
And then about 4 years ago, the then managing director decided that she would apply to money from the Scottish Arts Council, and they gave us about £19,000. Fiona Cameron came along, and then Fiona went and had a talk at a big conference in the Tate Gallery, where she was speaking to the then Secretary of State for Education and several other major figures in education. And from that point, people began to take an interest in us. And Danielle, who was managing director last year, she and Eileen put together an application to NESTA, which is the National Endowment for Science, Technology and the Arts. Originally, they were told, or Danielle and Eileen were told, that they could ask for £150,000. But Eileen had worked out that, in fact, she needed 79 pence less than £250,000. And eventually, just at the end of last term, we heard that they'd given us a grant of £200,000.
The project is now secure for the next 3 years, so we can experiment a lot more. The money will also help us expand the Room 13 concept to other schools.
It's just a case of teaching people how to think. I mean, it's the one thing that we are different about, is that we actually think, and we think quite deeply about things. And then we've worked that, all our thinking is transferred into artwork. And I'm sure you could go into any primary school and do that.
Can any of you remember what it's like to be 11 or 12? Think, ladies and gentlemen. You knew what was going on. You knew about war and sex. You didn't believe in Santa and the Tooth Fairy. You could think for yourself.
It's going to start off with being all different kind of teeth, like foxes, sheeps, peoples, all different kinds of teeth. And then Mr. Foley says, what would you do if I gave you 3 whole foxes? And then I says that I could put them on a canvas, and then he brought them in, and then I decided that it would look better on 3 canvases, like a trick ditch sort of thing, and then there was maggots in the bag with the fox. So he says, if I gave you maggots, what would you do with them? So then I decided to put them down the bottom, and the panels down the bottom are to represent blood and everything, and the gold bits are to represent rest in peace.
This is Rachel Allison and her latest artwork. She likes painting aliens, but she used to have an interest in painting elephants.
I wrote flying elephants there to tell everyone that these are flying elephants, not just walking. I done a big canvas of them, and then after that I kept liking them to bits, and then if you're painting an elephant you can just do a different colour on each other one. Instead of like a zebra you have to do black and white. But I think elephants aren't just grey.
I think I say it's a way of thinking. That everybody who's been through Room 13 thinks for themselves. All of us are capable of doing things differently.
Room 13 taught me to listen to other people, like on their opinion. You listen, but like don't just do what they want you to do. And if you want to do something, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Is really smart. You can do loads of art. Such a dazzling room of many colours. How we love our room of many colours. It was red and yellow and green and brown and scarlet and black and ochre and peach and ruby and olive and violet and fawn and lilac and gold and chocolate and mauve and cream and crimson and silver and rose and azure and lemon and russet and grey and purple and white and pink and orange and blue.
Aliens.
You're making what?
Aliens. And
Aliens? And what materials are you working with?
tape.
Only tape?
No, and newspaper.
That's newspaper that's inside the bottle?
And lollipop sets. Alien.
You're just going to call him Alien?
Yeah. There's a spaceship.
You don't actually have a name for your alien?
No. Spaceship.
No. What, you just call that spaceship?
Yeah, and a planet.
Good. that you're drawing?
Spaceship.
Spaceship. They're both spaceships. Can you just tell me about it?
Like getting all these colours,
Uh-huh.
and I was going to put all the colours into tornadoes, that blue.
And what's that? Blue
That-
bit in the middle.
That's a tornado. And then there was Scooby-Doo lines and waves and put in a base.
And what's it made with? Is that oil plastic? Right. Do you like working with oil plastic? Why do you like oil plastic?
It's like smudging. This one
Right?
is a canvas of like a witch sort of thing. Right?
What are you painting with?
We're painting with acrylic paint.
Right. Do you like
You're not
it?
allowed pure paints.
Do you like the acrylic paint?
Yeah. Because it's better because it sticks.
Right.
Yeah.
How did you get on with that?
I think she's on really. This is by Paige again. She's now looking at herself.
Paige, can you tell me what kind of paint that is you're using?
Acrylic, and it don't come out your clues.
It doesn't what?
It doesn't come out your clues.
It doesn't at all. So you can get it on your clothes, that's it, eh?
Yep.
And can you tell me a little about your painting?
Well, I wanted to make a camouflage painting sort of thing. So I did like
What?
circles. I wanted to camouflage my painting. So I put these circles on it to camouflage.
This is kind of a piece by Shauna Bailey. She's just very much experimental. This is also a piece by Shauna actually. Now this piece and this
This
piece,
piece up here.
yeah, this was developing alongside the painting. And I was talking to her about what was developing here, and she was talking about how things grow. And we started talking about bacteria and just how things, if you were to look through a microscope, how things might seem and how things do take over, or mosses. And she's kind of taken that on. She's kind of a bit quiet on the scene at the moment, but her things quite short in one sense. A piece made by Amy Bryan. I found this the actual framed picture on the street, and I did bring it into room 13. And Amy at the time was being very meticulous in her way of working, so I presented her with what seemed a very kind of meticulously painted canvas. I said, well, here you go, what can you do with this?
So she worked into it.
Yeah, and it seemed to, what with the frame and it being kind of contained, the way she worked, kind of seemed to
So there's
split.
lots of collaged elements on it.
This is a bit like plowing through history. Danielle Anstey, she was somebody, again, who wanted to be able to draw absolutely perfectly in the sense of representing something. But she was just absolutely brilliant at doing things like blind drawings. Yeah, it's pretty much a case of looking away. We had live models set up, the young people posing. They were looking at...
Can we look at the drawings behind that?
Yeah.
And these would be done the same way, huh?
Not all of them. I think they were different. We kind of worked in different ways. Some of them were blind drawings. A lot of these would not have been. I think some of the blind drawings, you could see that they were almost like they're very abstract. But these would have been like, oh, use your left hand instead of your right hand. It was almost, we would just try looking. It was all about looking. This particular, like getting young people to look through art books, take on poses from all sorts of paintings that they could find, and
So they literally didn't look at their hand, or they had to use a hand that
they
wouldn't normally use.
yeah. Or looking at the model and not their piece of paper.
I'm Eden.
And what do you do here?
I'm in the committee and I'm the managing director. No, I've been the managing director for 6 weeks now since the start of the term.
Do you like that?
Yeah, it's a good job because then it's like if people are away, you get to do their job and stuff. So it's quite fun. Like you kind of got all the jobs in one. The studio's at the bottom and ring 13's at the top. This is the doorway, and then so we're gonna come in. Do you want to go see this first? This is some of the work that people have done in the middle of nowhere, and then that's from Sammy. It's like a letter.
Right. We have a gallery on the stairs.
Yeah, we have this. Like it's kind of like a gallery. It's people's artwork that we were trying to sell, but not all of it got bought and stuff. Then that's someone's. It's like mice. And that is a scorpion, probably by Jack. This is my work. What I done, there were some leaves on the projected board, and then I put the paper up on the wall and copied it. Then that's by Martha, which is a skull with a tiger head. And the squirrel, I don't know.
And who's that picture of?
That is Tyler, and the old chairman of the thing.
He was the chairman before you.
Yeah.
And who did this drawing here, do you know?
I'm not sure. That is... I don't know. Can't work that out. Probably why something's old as well. And stuff. And then this is room 13 that we've done. So I've just drawn that on the wall.
Right.
Like, room 13 is a space that you can like come in, do like really kind of whatever you want, but it's got to be like it's not a place. It's like in a way it's a place that you come and chill, but you're not allowed to like do whatever. Like whoa. Like,
Well, you're not allowed to go crazy.
Yeah, and like just relax, like sit back and just like go talking and stuff.
Right, shall we go inside?
Okay, let's go inside. My two favourite things here: spinning chairs and bubble bath. Spinning chairs and spinning chairs and bubble bath. My two favourite things here: favourite things.
You're the cleaning committee.
I'll be on the committee soon to clean after
Your
the
job.
afternoon.
Your job.
To clean, make sure no one like slips over into clean, to make sure no one like slips over into
What are you doing?
slips over into.
You don't know what you're doing.
I like my dear.
What are you working with? Is it plasticine?
Plasticine and wood. And we had to draw and sketch the owl. And over there,
These are all room 13 drawings. So 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 these are all room 13 drawings.
pictures
These are all room 13 drawings.
from
These are all room 13 drawings.
all around the world, but mostly I would say
And these are all pictures that were done here. And can you tell me who did some of them?
I did this with Joe, my friend. It's sheep and stuff. That's from there. I'm not a sheep. I just came here for the pie. Very messy.
What about this drawing of the animal here?
What's that? Gary. We had a contest and we had some squirrels in. So someone drew that.
So these are the chickens that are outside.
And behind them is like a big
Wow!
giant thing. We made it in.
What's he made out of?
It's mostly plasticine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but over there we've got another one of them people.
All right, I see them up in the corner there.
Yeah. Over here.
These are two of my favourite things.
It's not exactly it's like different. Here's the minutes of the meeting. It's like it's the minutes and Joe went to go meet the manager of the Arndale Centre. We're doing the sound work with
We're doing the sound workshop. We're doing the sound workshop. We're doing the sound workshop. Sounds and saying that it's like Peter. We're doing the sound workshop. We're doing the sound workshop. We're doing the sound workshop. We're doing the sound workshop with Peter. We're doing the sound workshop. I clicked on Windows, and then I clicked on the effects, and then it came up with this.
When I was little, I wanted to be a snail, but it turned out I was a slug.
And then there's
Why am I sitting here licking this book?
exactly.
And this is what I have to say for myself.
Dum doopy dum, this ding dong she boo. On the wind I squirt and squirt.
Slug, 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 slug. Slug, 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 slug. Slug, 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 slug.
Hello, my name is Mark. I go to school here at Lochyside Primary School. At the school, we have a room 13. We started it when the original room 13 in Caol Primary, just down the road, asked the other schools in the area if they wanted one. We thought it was such a good idea, we decided to have one too. We can come to the studio to make art at any time during the day, just so long as our schoolwork is up to date and we get permission from our teacher. Lochyside was the first expansion of Room 13, and since then another 4 have been set up around the UK with our help. There is one in Bristol, there is one in Aragon, which is near London, one in Glasgow, and Lochaba High School, Studio 13, a sound recording and film studio. But that's not the half of it. Room 13 has gone global.
Una flor con alas. ¿Qué más te gustó de todo?
Dibujar, experimentamos cosas.
¿Qué sientes cuando pintas?
Que me va a salir bonito. Estoy haciendo arte.
Es como si pensaras que tú fueras la figura de Dios.
The dream of a few children in Scotland has ignited a flame in Africa. We also have a Room 13 in Nepal. It is an orphanage in a poor area of Kathmandu. Finally, we have 2 Room 13s in India, one in Tamil Nadu and one is being set up to help street children in Mumbai. But while all this is going on, there is one thing that worries me. In 2003, we received a grant of £200,000 from Nesta. Well, things change like your age, and that money has almost gone. Without money to keep going, Room 13 would become extinct, which would be really bad.
It would be really boring and bad.
I'd scream and never wish I was born. A world without Room 13 would be quite boring, and school would be a place of work and sadness, not a place of thinking and expression.
I am Paula Tabani, the school principal of Sapebuso Primary School. The children of the school come from a very poor background. We had a delegation from Scotland. They came out here to help in establishing Room 13 and its concept, how it is run by the children. And they run it in the way of instilling discipline in themselves. There are rules and regulations that govern that Room 13, and those children are the ones who compile them. They agree on them and they stick by them.
Okay, we've been like voting what people are going to do, like chairman, chairpersons, managing director, secretary, and count the voting to people who voted for who, how many, and so.
I wanted to be a secretary director, but now I'm a managing director. But I'll cope.
All I want to be the chairlady, and so they voted for her. But I don't want to be too jealous, because jealous will not make things very good.
I'm a director. I'm working at Aki.
I'm a director, and I like to be a director.
I wanted to be a chairman, be the boss.
My name is Mbali, Mbali, and I'm 12 years old. I am in grade 6 here at Sapebuso. I decided to join Room 13 because it was a new thing to me. Room 13 teaches us all about art, drawing, doing sculptures with clay, wood or any material, and also how to paint, like this picture. They teach us how to paint this picture, put some colors, blue, green, or any color that you want to make a picture to look nice.
Room 13 is a place where we draw, express our feelings and emotions. Room 13 is a nice place because art is a nice thing.
When I got to Room 13, I like painting my pictures and drawing. Yeah, and help my friends draw. I want to be an artist because I'll teach people how to draw and sell their pictures so that they won't struggle of having money. Yeah.
To start Room 13 was never an easy thing. Right, we had pieces of chalk, pieces of pencils, paper, scraps. We did manage to make do with the little that we had.
Before we didn't have any money, we were worried a lot. We were thinking about what we are going to do. But now we have found a solution. Now we are really lucky. We are having a very big luck because we have been given money by the sponsors. We are going to buy materials, paint brushes, papers, and so many more things.
This Room 13 helps them to express themselves in kind of way that it could not be possible in the classroom situation. It's about teaching them how to think, how to express themselves, express their emotions, how we feel, and that is actually very helpful. In even our interaction with them, you see that our children have now improved in their interaction. They have actually improved in how they link with the other children, how they express themselves, how they carry themselves around the school.
I love room 13.
Room 13, I thank you for supporting me because I like art and you rock the world.
All I could say is that I'm happy very much. Room 13 is a very good night. Mwah, I love you.
Be a part of